Kia ora, New Zealand. In your news today, 3 more Kiwi soldiers have been killed in Afghanistan. The vehicle carrying 31-year-old Corporal Luce Tamatea, 26-year-old Lance Corporal Jacinda Baker and 21-year-old Private Richard Harris was hit by a roadside bomb yesterday in Bamiyan province. It's the second fatal attack on Kiwi troops in as many weeks, following the loss of Lance Corporals Prali Dara and Rory Malone. Prime Minister John Key confirmed they are all from the same Burnham-based provincial reconstruction team.
A time of great grief for them, but also for New Zealand. 5 people now in the course of about 2 weeks is a massive blow.
And New Zealand has had a presence in Afghanistan for almost a decade, and Labour's Phil Goff is urging the government to expedite our troops' withdrawal.
New Zealanders understand sacrifice, but to have sacrifice, you've got to say, is there an attainable objective that we can achieve by staying there longer? And I think the answer to that is no.
But John Key is ruling out an early withdrawal on principle, saying it's neither sensible nor right. A timeline for pulling out our soldiers next year is expected in a fortnight. The family of Brazilian student Felipo Melo has thanked the people of New Plymouth who have helped search for him. Police have confirmed the 17-year-old's body was found washed up near the port yesterday, and his uncle Jose Martinez says Felipe was very much loved by his family, had many friends and a strong desire to live. And a group of Wairarapa students have escaped unharmed after a car crashed into their school bus this morning. 10 students were on the bus when a Masterton woman fell asleep at the wheel and veered across the centre line and into the bus. Sergeant Chris McGaw says the woman is likely to face careless driving charges over the incident. And government agencies need to do more to cater for New Zealand's ethnic communities. That's according to the Race Relations Commissioner, following the release of a new report which finds strong evidence of ongoing discrimination and racism issues. The report, put together by the Human Rights Commission, has been launched at the New Zealand Diversity Forum in Auckland's Aotea Square today, and Joris de Brez says many are being disadvantaged by a one-size-fits-all model of provision.
There is quite a lot of evidence that government agencies still need to have a good hard look at how they provide services to Māori, Pacific and ethnic communities.
In international news, the South Korean and US military have begun an annual joint exercise to test defences against North Korea. More than 30,000 US troops, both those based in the south and some 3,000 from overseas, are taking part in the drill known as the Ulchi Freedom Guardian. Seoul's Defence Ministry could not say how many South Korean troops were taking part, but media reports put the number at around 56,000. And a state of emergency has been declared in Texas in the US due to an outbreak of the West Nile virus. The mosquito-borne illness has claimed the lives of at least 27 people in Dallas, with hundreds more serious cases reported. And back home here in New Zealand, ACT leader John Banks says he believes in the creationist version of how God brought the world into being. However, he says the bureaucracies of Wellington and the state education are overrun with humanists.
There are reactionaries out there, humanists in particular, that overrun, the bureaucracies in Wellington and state education.
John Banks says he's too old these days to be judgmental, but he told Radio Rema that he has no doubts the first chapters of Genesis are true.
That's what I believe, but I'm not going to impose my beliefs on other people, especially in this post-Christian society that we live in, especially in these lamentable times.
Ka nui ngā kareri mātua mai I te whare kōrero o Rema, Mauri ora.